Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, today I want to address a common misconception in regards to critiquing or analyzing video games. As gamers, we all have our own tastes, our own personal preferences. Some of us enjoy shooters like Call of Duty, others love to play RPGs like Persona 5 and Pokemon. Whatever you love, there will always be that group of people that don't quite understand what you like about a particular genre. Recently, you might have dumped 100 hours into your favorite game. Then, when you hop on the internet to commune with the gaming community, praising a game that you think shatters the boundaries of a genre like a Witcher 3, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Dishonored 2, or Batman Arkham Knight, the moment someone challenges your opinion on the game in a forum thread or YouTube comment section, you're already there with your pitchfork and your torch, ready to defend the game that you adore. Ask yourselves one question: why is there so much hostility when someone criticizes certain games? Well, there is a vast majority in this small little gaming community that frequent gaming media sites such as IGN or GameSpot. Throughout the year, these so-called journalists or gaming journalists will constantly discuss the latest games on various podcasts after submitting their latest review for a game. Once a particular game gets enough praise from critics, there are some people that will hold certain views on a particular game as gospel. And whether you like to admit it or not, this happened a lot last year. Mario Odyssey, Horizon Zero Dawn, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Persona 5, Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, PUBG, and many others were treated as if they were the second coming. Thankfully, there are YouTubers such as myself, the Black Hokage, Blackbond, Broken Games HD, Neo GameSpark, and my personal friend Rex Sparks, who aren't afraid to go against the grain and give people our honest opinion despite the backlash. In fact, the hate that I've gotten for my comments on Mario Odyssey and most recently Breath of the Wild is what motivated me to make this video. This particular comment on my Game Awards prediction video was the inspiration for the title and main focal point for this video that I will get into in a few seconds. I sometimes see comments like this in comment sections a lot, and quite frankly, I just find it hilarious. The idea that you cannot have an opinion on a game that you haven't played. Sure, as a general unspoken rule, you probably shouldn't review a game that you have never played, but there are always exceptions to a rule. For instance, it would be perfectly okay for someone to review games like Heavy Rain, Until Dawn, or Telltale's Batman series due to the fact that those games have little to no actual gameplay in them. The most you do is press buttons during QTE sections and maybe walk around the environment for a bit. These games are structured as passive, interactive experiences, so provided the person reviewing the game has sat down and watched everything about the game and has seen everything that the game has to offer and knows every extensive detail, they could probably get away with critiquing these type of games. However, trying to review games like Mario Odyssey, Nier Automata, or Assassin's Creed Origins without picking up a controller would be really stupid. These games have many systems that require a player's input in order for them to be experienced the way the developers intended. Reviewing an entire game is one thing, but what about simply giving an opinion about a game based on its gameplay? As I hinted at earlier, it's totally fine to do this. I mean, people do it all the time. Lots of people haven't played Life of Black Tiger, but we all know that the game is trash. Heck, many people such as myself haven't played the E.T. game on the Atari, but we all know that that game is horrible. As gamers, we know if certain elements in the gameplay don't look right, and many people are quick to point out issues that they see, especially if the game in question is a new IP. Just because a game is from a beloved franchise doesn't mean that it's immune to top-level criticism from outside observers. More often than not, those that aren't fans of a particular franchise yet understand the game's mechanics can sometimes offer a more objective second opinion, provided that their view of the game isn't tainted by blind hate and fanboyism. I guess the bottom line is this, is that it's okay to judge a game based off its gameplay. Of course, this kind of goes without saying, but of course there are people on the internet that will look for any excuse to shut down any criticisms aimed at their beloved games, so I felt the need to kind of spell it out for those individuals. It's okay if you like Game X or Game Y. No game is perfect. We all have opinions, and we're all entitled to them. Video games are subjective just as other forms of media such as TV or film, so stop trying to crucify people when their opinion doesn't match up to a widely held view that you happen to agree with.